What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on Cgfix. So today we're back at it with the 2007 2006 Azera. I forgot by now. Hyundai. We done a bunch of work to this thing. We done valve cover jobs, spark plugs, power steering pump, and I recorded all that on my channel. So if you need anything to work on this vehicle, I'm going to be the mechanic for this. So if you're looking for this Hyundai Azera specifically for your car, whatever it is, save yourself a couple bucks. This is the right channel for you to watch, since I have multiple videos of this car. Today what we're going to be focusing on is the harmonic balancer. So after replacing the power steering pump, the belt, it had, the power steering was bad, and then the belt needed to be replaced. It was cracked up and it was making some squealing noise. And at first it was kind of like it was process elimination, because this wasn't giving any sign of being bad yet until the new tensioner, and I also did a video on that too. Once I did the tensioner on this car, there was tension everywhere, and this thing started squealing. Like, I mean, the rubber piece that goes right here on this car, wait till we get there, it's so bad that it's going like this. It's hitting the engine and then it comes out, you know what I mean? And then also scraping the engine on the side of the engine, on the cover there, I believe the cover of the actual engine. And then this piece right here, the rubber piece is literally going away. So it's a matter of time before this, harmonic balancer just, comes right out, and God knows what could happen. Get under the wheel, maybe go in, I don't know, maybe clunk all over the place, maybe make a hole, I don't know. Endless possibility things can happen. But with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead, and the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the wheel. So we're gonna put a 21 socket with a ratchet, and you're gonna need a jack obviously to lift the car. But we're gonna loosen the wheels first, and then take the loosen them, raise the car, and then remove the wheel. So here are all the tools that I use for this job. So basically 17 for the tensioner bolt, 19 for the tensioner, to loosen the tension for the tension side, 21 for the lug nuts, ratchet, breaker bar was used breaker bars or used it as a ratchet, pry bars. I used it for the balancer. So the harmonic balancer was already pretty loose, so I kind of just kept prying and prying until eventually it just came loose. And honestly, I didn't even get to use the puller but for the video purposes, and I highly recommend getting one just in case you do need it to pull the harmonic balancer out. And a bunch of extensions that I used basically to get the ratchet all the way out here and loosen that bolt. The reason why is because I don't have an impact strong enough at the moment right now to be able to loosen that bolt. So I used the ratchet, breaker bar, and cheater bar to be able to lose that bolt. And then we used the cheater bar with the breaker bar to loosen the nut for the harmonic balancer, with the method I show you. Turn the key, ready to go, rock and roll. With that being said, we're gonna keep going with the video. And sometimes I feel for those who are new to the channel, I want you to know everything, kind of. I should be teaching you everything, not just one thing, skipping right through. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we're gonna go ahead and go this way with it, lefty loosey. All right, and you want to lose it while the car is down so it won't spin on you, and then with the jack, you're gonna have a jack point where you put your jack at. So there's always going to be on four corners, there's going to be a jack point where you put your jack. Just be careful, because sometimes it might be rusty, and if it's too rusted, you're going to make a hole. So make sure that you put it somewhere on the subframe, or somewhere where not suspension wise, because if you put on the suspension, everything, the wheels just gonna this is gonna go up, but the car is just gonna go up eventually. But just to put it somewhere solid, somewhere solid. So let's go ahead and lift up the car. I don't know if you ever used a jack before. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, you put it to the right, and then once it doesn't turn anymore, you go ahead and lift up the car. You guys can skip probably maybe 2 minutes of the video by now, for those little advanced people that know at least this part. But just for those who don't, I'm making this video for those who are new to the car industry. That's what my channel's all about, to be able to help save you a couple bucks, and also to help those who just want to get into the car, mechanics, or just work on their car, have fun, But I need the camera, both hands, so I'll be right back when I do this. Once you got the wheel off, make sure you put it under the car, just in case your jack fails. You also want to put a jack stand, just in case the jack fails. You got a jack stand. All right, with that being said, safety is covered. All right, and let's get right into it. So as you can see, harmonic balancer is literally right there, and it looks like someone tried to put like some type of I don't know, rubber sealant somehow to try to I don't know. They try to do something because there's like rubber sealing on this thing. But yeah, as you can see, a new tensioner. And the power steering somewhere over there. You can see it on the other video. But usually, like I always say this every single time I work on this car, if I'm working on this area, there's usually a plastic cover here, just like this, with a clip here. I believe it, I'm not sure because I'm not seeing it. So possibly maybe goes there, or maybe just a bolt missing there to hold this, most likely. From experience, yeah, it looks like it just holds that. But there is a plastic cover. Not sure where it all clips on because it's not here. And we're just focusing right now on the harmonic balancer. So look at the beautiful harmonic balancer. I'm gonna check let me see if it's just a 21, just like the wheel lug nut. Oh, it's a 22. All right, so that's probably gonna be a 22 or 23. Well, job, I mean, the hardest part of the job is honestly removing this. So you either need the impact, breaker bar. Sometimes these things could be, you know, man, they can give you a fight, you know. It could be as hard as you need to torch it. You need to WD-40, leave it overnight, and man, there's so many methods you could do to try to remove this, but the best way to go about it, honestly, that worked for me was soak it in WD-40, heat it up a little bit, and then take an impact and just, you know, hope for the best. But if that doesn't work, then you got, you know, breaker bars and keep heating it up and until it just comes out. You know, it's just process elimination and figuring it out. You know, you have to figure it out. You have to remove it. You have to replace it. So, oh yeah, and this is the new harmonic balancer right here. Beautiful piece. Oh yeah, I showed it earlier, but I didn't even talk about where they got it from. So they got this from A Premium. I'm not sponsoring with them by any way, but if they see this, you know, it'll be nice. Sponsor your boy. I'm always buying parts from you guys myself, and have a bunch of parts for my car from your company, and I also have customers buy parts from your company. So, you know, it'd be nice if we had a little, you know, collaboration going on. But all right, guys, so let me get all this ready. I'm gonna see what method is gonna work for this, and I'll get right back. Boys, so I'm not gonna kill myself. I tried the impact, I tried a few methods, and this always works. All right, this is one of these hacks where just know what you're doing. I don't want you to spin this bolt the other way and then you know, you over tighten it where it snaps, and that's gonna be a shit show. So this is what I got. I got a breaker bar with a little extension here. I needed the extension so I can have this space right here. 22 small 22 socket and a cheater bar with the breaker bar. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank the engine. I'm not gonna crank to turn on. I'm just gonna enough to just to turn the engine so it can loosen that bolt. You know what I'm saying? So while the engine's turning this way, the cheater bar staying still, and the bolt should just loosen up. So again, we're not gonna be yang 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 yang. We're just gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, just don't even start the car. It's just a little touch so it can break loose that bolt. And this method always worked for me. Never had an issue. And I've done it without even WD-40, but I did put WD-40 just to be safe. And just cracks it loose. So again, breaker bar, cheater bar. I got a little extension in a 22, and it's perfect because it just goes right over this subframe control arm area, and you know, right mounted to the ground, real tight in there, ain't going nowhere. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it, and it should loosen it up. Now we're inside the vehicle, okay? I'm gonna demonstrate what I'm doing. We're not gonna yin 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 yin. We're just gonna tap. You know what I mean? Just a little, you know, watch. Just watch. Boys, just like that, this nut is loose. All right, it took a lot of years of experience to learn this. I actually did this before I started doing YouTube videos and stuff, and saw a video on this thing, and I'm like, darn it, someone beat me to it, you know. But yeah, I did this. I just had this idea and it worked, and I've done it since. But sometimes, you know, the impact that I had, it was a Milwaukee one, fuel, you know, one of those brushless ones, and it was able to take that bolt out with no problem. But anyways, enough talk about that. This is what the bolt looks like after it's removed, and let's look at this beautiful, well, ugly. Look at that thing is moving. Like, as you can see, separated. The rubber piece is separated from this. So right now it's hitting the engine. All right. And then now, oh, it's so loose that I don't even need the tool. I'm gonna show you the tool, the puller. I was gonna show you the puller, but we might not even need that. That thing is so loose. Now that we got to this point, you're gonna loosen this bolt, which I believe is a 19. You're gonna loosen this bolt. No, it's 17. I'll figure it out. Hold on. Loosen this bolt first before you loosen the tension. If you try to remove the tension off of this with this bolt here, I promise you, you're gonna end up breaking this, or you're gonna end up, you know, wearing out the tensioner part that you lose, you know what I mean, that you used to loosen the belt. All right, so loosen this bolt first, and the method that I used for that was honestly this long extension. It's the same idea I had last time. It was like a bunch of extensions with a 17 or a 19, all right, and then breaker bar, and then just loosen that bolt up, all right. And you want to loosen it enough so it's out, you know what I mean, you don't have to remove it all the way out, and then you loosen the tensioner to remove the belt. After that, it's just a matter of removing the tensioner, I mean the harmonic balancer. So again, I'm going to show you the method, all right. I'm going to put the cheater bar as well. I'm going to use the cheater bar. You know, you can use a ratchet, a breaker bar, whatever. All right, you can put the cheater bar, and then you go lefty loosey. All right, I should have done a video. I should have turned on the car so you can hear the noise. Let me explain to you how this noise is. All right, this noise, you're gonna hear like a, you know what I mean, it's gonna be like a bell squealing, trying to, you know, it's like a freaking squirrel, just like, I don't know, suffocating for you know, H2O or air. I mean, whatever. I'm not a scientific guy. All right, I'm a mechanic. So we're gonna go ahead and put the cheater bar right in here, and then, oh, got it the wrong way. Let me see if I can do it with one hand right here. Let me see. I don't want to strip this thing, but there you go. And just like that. All right, loosen it up, and go ahead and loosen it up. All right, let me get closer for you guys. All right, and I say that that's about fine. All right, it's just enough to loosen it so you're able to get to this right here, right there. And that one is, so if that was a 17, this was a 17, that is a 19, and I got a 19 socket here just for it, probably, if it fits perfect. All right, and then you want to go this way towards the dashboard, all right, towards the driver. So you're losing the tension, and all you want to do is get the belt off of this. Try not to get the belt away from all of it. If not, you're gonna have to draw the belt out and reroute everything, and kind of just put the belt back how it goes, all right? But I think that we're able to get away with just taking the belt off here, wedge it in here somewhere so it doesn't go out of, you know, doesn't get out of place, and we gotta do the whole loop-de-loop, you know, find around how it goes. So let me go ahead and loosen that tension. I can't really show you in there because I got no way to put the camera in there, honestly. And it's kind of just loosen the tension this way, all right, and then just remove the belt out the way so you can remove the harmonic balancer. Let me show you what I use. So I honestly had to use a short 19 millimeter with the breaker bar, and then again, I gotta do this with both hands, but you want to go this way with it, and as you can see, I'll show you. Let's see if it focuses. The belt loosens it up, all right, and once you loosen the belt, you just slide it out the way and you're good to go. And again, you leave the breaker bar there, you just remove it out the harmonic balancer so none of this moves out the way. And if not, you're gonna have to see the beautiful picture I did last time where I drew it out, and I'll put it like right here. Boom. All right, there you go, just in case it came out of place. But I'm gonna leave the breaker bar just in there so it keeps all the, you know, the belt and the pulleys and stuff. So down here, so we look, and as you can see, all right, yeah, we're still gonna need the puller I was talking about. It just felt so loose, as you can see. Look, yeah, that thing is bad, dude. So it was a matter of time before this thing just came off. Actually, it's so loose that I can probably wiggle it out. And yeah, we might not need it. It's coming out slowly. Hold on, let me see. We might not need the puller, but no, I'm gonna show you the puller so you guys can do it, you know, the right way in case you get stuck in the situation. Mess. All right, so look at, we got this from Harbor Freight. It came set of 3 for like 21 bucks, which I listen, I have so many of these, I already lost count how many. But we're gonna find the right size, and I believe it's gonna be probably this one most likely, or this one, I don't know. We're gonna set it up, and then once I set this up and everything, we'll put it on that, and then it should pull it out. So I already did the process, kind of, you know what I mean? I did the process, but I'll show you outside because kind of, I mean, I'm trying to record it and show you at the same time how to use the puller. But it's basically, if you think about it, you know, it's called a puller, right? It has these arms, all right, where they wrap around on it, either on it, or you can, you know, you can literally wrap around on it, away from it like this, and it'll just pull it out, you know? And, you know, and then it will just come right out. You know, it's easy as just that. It just pulls on it. So let me put it here to demonstrate kind of like what's going on. So, you know, depending which side you're using, whatever side, you know, either can grab it from the outside of it from the inside of it, however, just to pull out. You get what I'm saying? And then you twist. Well, I got it the wrong way, but then you twist this in. So as this is pushing in, the arms are pushing it out. With this one was so easy. What was easier was because it was so banged up that it was literally, look, it's splitting apart. So it was already kind of loose, you know. And with that being said, if there's ever anything, you see, look how bad it was. It was scraping all this. Look, oh my god, yeah, it scraped a lot actually. Well, let me diagnose that. But with that being said, basically you take your other one and you make sure you put it right on. I'm gonna clean all this up before I, you know, put it all back. But you know, you basically put it just like that. You take your bolt. All right, you take your bolt. We're gonna clean all, but trust me, this is for the video purposes. I do the, you know, the work properly. Okay, all right. So you go ahead and tighten this up. Make sure you torque spec all that stuff. Look it up online, because I honestly don't know. I gotta look up online what the torque specs are. But without further ado, guys, that's about it. Just basically reverse with everything, you know, make sure that's tight, put the belt back on, and you should be ready to rock and roll and no more squeal. So if you like a video, you enjoyed it, and you learned anything new, I love doing these videos because I'm able to help someone across the world, and also because they're straightforward. You know what I'm saying? There's not too much talking. I do talk a little bit more than I used to, but it's just straight to it, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and lay out all the tools that I used, and then basically put them in the beginning of the video, and you guys already know. I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, your boy Cgfix, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, let's go see how she sounds, boys. So like I said, I didn't do a video before the way it sounded, but you know what it sounds like, because if you had that issue, it sounds like a dying squirrel. All right, we got no noise. That sounds beautiful, boys and girls. Yes, sir, that sounds beautiful. Before it used to make a straight noise, and then it used to make, you know what I'm saying, like a squirrel dying, and it also made a noise, you know, with the scraping on that cover there. Sheesh. I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure you guys check out the Honda Fit build. There's a lot of work that's going to be going to this, and we're looking at case swap it hopefully by 2026. And all the love and support that you guys do for this car, you know, with the videos, all that money's going to go towards it. So if you guys want to see this build fit, just go ahead and watch the videos and like, subscribe, share, all that stuff. And this is basically my work vehicle, and I'm hoping to get another work vehicle. If YouTube goes great, get another work vehicle so I can get all this weight off of this car, because there's too much weight, and I'm trying to get all this off. I need a work vehicle. Okay, I want this baby to be pushing and pushing. I also put a double din radio, and I'm doing a customization metro kit and a bunch of other things. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Much love, your boy Cgfix.